She's held on for so much longer than anyone expected. But today the Prime Minister headed to the Commons, knowing she'd have to reach for her final roll of the dice, promising MPs she will step down once Brexit is delivered if they now back her deal. "I'm prepared to leave this job earlier than I intended," she told them, "in order to do what is right for our country and our party. I ask everyone in this room to back the deal so we can complete our historic duty." Even some of her strongest critics believe it should help her deal over the line.
She behaved incredibly well and properly, and I think people admire her for that.
Do you think it will be enough to save the deal?
It depends on the DUP. That I think if the DUP is at least neutral, then there is a very good chance the deal will go through.
But the DUP is saying tonight they are not on board.
We feel very fundamentally that the backstop in that withdrawal agreement makes it impossible for us to sign up to the withdrawal agreement. And you know what? I regret that, because we wanted to get a deal that worked for the whole of the United Kingdom, a deal that worked for Northern Ireland. But now we're in a situation where we cannot sign up to the withdrawal agreement, and it's all because the Prime Minister decided to go for that backstop.
That makes this result of the indicative vote process tonight all the more closely watched.
I can now announce the result of today's recorded votes on motions relating to the United Kingdom's withdrawal from and future relationship with the European Union.
In historic scenes this evening, MPs took control of the parliamentary agenda, voting on a series of options, with none getting a clear majority, but the one advocating that any deal agreed be put to a second referendum, receiving the most votes.
It is, of course, a very great disappointment that the House has not chosen to find a majority for any proposition. However, those of us who put this proposal forward as a way of proceeding predicted that we would not this evening reach a majority, and indeed for that very reason put forward a business of the House motion designed to allow the House to reconsider these matters on Monday.
Earlier at Prime Minister's questions, Jeremy Corbyn had made hay with Mrs May's difficulties.
She is unable to resolve the central issues facing Britain today, and she is frankly unable to govern. The Prime Minister faces, Mr Speaker, a very clear choice. The one endorsed by the country and many of her own party: either listen and change course or go. Which is it to be? The Prime Minister has now made her choice, and she also indicated she wants to bring her Brexit deal back this week.
We can guarantee delivering on Brexit if this week he and others in this House support the deal.
Not so fast, said the Speaker, reiterating his ruling that the same deal can't be voted on again.
I understand that the government may be thinking of bringing meaningful vote 3 before the House either tomorrow or even on Friday, if the House opts to sit that day. Therefore, in order that there should be no misunderstanding, I wish to make clear that I do expect the government to meet the test of change.
So the Prime Minister tonight is still facing pretty daunting hurdles. She's played her last card, offering herself as the sacrifice, but it's by no means certain it will be enough. Romilly Weeks, News at 10.